everyone, today I'll be sharing the recipe for two different kinds of dhokla. One is Besan Dhokla and the second one is Sooji Dhokla. The recipe which I'll be sharing is a very easy one. If you like the recipe, please do like, share and subscribe the channel. This recipe, if you follow it properly, you can prepare the dhoklas in just 15 to 20 minutes. For the dhokla, I have taken here 1 cup of besan. Then goes salt according to the taste and a pinch of turmeric powder. Then I'll just mix in, and then goes in 1 cup of water. You should be very careful while adding the water. The batter should not be too runny, and I will keep it to rest for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, I have added 1 tablespoon of oil and I'll just whip it nicely, and the batter should be light and fluffy. Next, I have taken 1 glass of water in the kadai, and then I'll be adding 1 plate inside it and let the water boil in high flame. Then I'll just make the mold ready. I'll be adding 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil in the mold and grease it properly. And after 5 minutes, I have added 1 tablespoon of fruit salt, and after adding the fruit salt, you have seen the batter is a nice foamy in texture, so it's ready. I'll just pour the mixture in our mold. You have to be very careful while pouring the batter. Do not tap the batter. Now I'll simply add the batter in the kadai. Water is hot enough, and then I'll cover it for 20 minutes in low flame. As the dhokla is being steamed, I have taken here 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil in a pan. Then goes 1 tablespoon of mustard seed and 6 to 7 green chilies, which I have slit into half, and then goes in curry leaves and 1.5 cup of water. Then I'll be adding 2 tablespoons of sugar and some salt according to the taste, and as it boils, it's ready. After 20 minutes, I have taken out the dhokla and I have poked in a knife, and see, it's coming out clear. So I'll just remove the sides with a knife, and then I'll simply take it out. And now I'll simply put a plate over it and just turn it upside down, and then with my hand I'll simply tap it, and the whole dhokla will come out very easily. So you can see how fluffy the dhokla is. It's almost ready. Now I'll be cutting it into pieces. This way I'll simply cut it into pieces. Now I'll be adding the water and the chili and curry leaf mix in it. This will add the sweetness to the dhokla. The sweet and the spicy taste comes from this water mix. So this way I will be adding all the water and the curry leaves, and then I'll be adding some fresh coriander leaves, and it's ready to be served. You can see how fluffy and spongy. Now let's make this yummy delicious Sooji Dhokla. For the Sooji Dhokla, I have taken here 1 cup of yogurt. In it goes 1 tablespoon of ginger and 4 green chilies. Then I'll be adding salt according to the taste and 2 tablespoons of sugar, and I'll blend it properly. Next, in a bowl, I have taken here 1 cup of suji or semolina, and then I'll be adding our curd mix, and I'll simply, using a spoon, I'll mix everything together. After mixing everything together, the batter is very firm, so I'll be adding ½ cup of water. While adding the water, you have to be very careful because the batter should not be too runny. And then I'll let it sit for 5 minutes. And then I'll just grease our mold with some vegetable oil. And in a kadai again I have added 1 glass of water, and then I'll be adding 1 plate. You can even add a stand if you have, and then on high flame I'll let the water boil. After sitting for 20 minutes, the batter is again very dry, so I have added another half cup of water and 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, and I'll simply beat it very nicely and incorporate air in the batter. This way the batter will become very light and fluffy. And then goes in 1 tablespoon of Eno fruit salt, and the batter is nice foamy in texture, so it's ready. I'll simply pour everything in the mold and place this mold in the kadai, and then I'll be adding a little bit of red chilli powder, and then I'll simply cover it and in low flame to let it cook for 20 minutes. As the dhokla is being steamed, I have taken here 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil in a pan. Then goes 1 tablespoon of mustard seed and 6 to 7 green chilies, which I have slit into half, and then goes in curry leaves and 1.5 cup of water. Then I'll be adding 2 tablespoons of sugar and some salt according to the taste, and as it boils, it's ready. After 20 minutes, let's check the dhokla. It's almost ready. I'll just poke in a knife and it's ready. So it's coming out clear. So I'll let it rest for another 2 minutes, and when it cools down, I'll just separate the edges, and then I'll put a plate and flip it upside down, and then with my hand I'll tap it and it'll come out very easily. So you can see how soft and fluffy the dhokla came out. Then I'll be adding our water and curry leaves mix, and then I'll simply cut it into pieces. And then I'll be garnishing it with some pomegranate seeds. And here's the dhokla ready. Let me show you how fluffy and soft the dhoklas are. So here you can see how soft and fluffy the dhoklas are. So it's ready to eat. If you like this recipe, please do like, share and subscribe the channel.